what's up? Yeah, my thing pooped out, literally, so I needed to do the shaders, and yeah. I needed to do the shaders after I updated my driver. I swear to God, if updating my driver doesn't fix it, I'm gonna be mad. Holy shit. What the? Come on, blank, what? That sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Hardpoint is secure.
You know what? I might just play ranked after this because yeah, go fuck yourself. Oh, it's cranked hardpoint? Ugh.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure.
Just for shits and giggles, I'll play ranked after this. But the people in ranked are like hella good though. Damn, I didn't even have a foot. Shit. All I had was a foot.
Sending flashbang.
Bro, how do you get behind? They literally spawned behind me. What the fuck?
Using flashbang.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
They're literally.
He's down.
I really don't like cranked hardpoint. Like, I should be able to opt out of it. There should be like different options. Like, can we just keep hardpoint the way it is?
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down.
It's so fucking stupid because then it makes you rush. This is retarded. I hate ranked hardpoint. Not ranked hardpoint. The fucking cranked hardpoint. Nope. I would rather play ranked and fucking suck. You're not allowed to use the LC-10. Bro, I suck at fucking League playing Call of Duty, so we're gonna get our ass handed to us, and it's okay. shit.
Hardpoint is secure. We're pulling ahead. Contested. We've lost the hardpoint. Hardpoint located. Hostile captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is secure. We've lost the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. We've lost the hardpoint.
Bro, his name is Build the Wall. He literally just spawned there. How is there a fucking person there already? Why do I keep going there? And this person's just sitting there fucking with the sniper like, ooh, come on. You fucking...
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is down.
Seriously. You're not cool for quick scoping in League play, guy. How hard is it? Like, can we go to the hard point, please?
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint locked down.
How? How?
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. We've lost.
How, dude? It literally, like, how? How?
Your trophy system has been destroyed.
Hardpoint identified. Hostile hardpoint.
Do people, like, do people have, like, more health in League play? Like, am I missing something?
Hardpoint is secure.
Really.
secure. Testing hard point. We've lost the hard point.
Whoa! I was literally right on him.
Hard point located. Locked down. We've lost the hard point.
Dude, use something the fuck else. Okay? You're not FaZe Clan. Stop.
Point locked down. Hard point located. Hard point is secure.
Oh my god. I laid down somewhere where
Up your game or face the cold.
Dude, he died. He literally died. He died to that.
Hard point locked down.
What? What? What?
Hard point lost.
I literally just walked there. Where did...
Hard point lost. Hard point is secure. We've pulled ahead.
Thanks, Matara.
Hard point identified. Hard point locked down. Hard point contested.
What? 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 He literally killed himself, thank you. Woo! Thank God.
Hard point lost.
Sorry, we gotta leave, we gotta leave. Just gonna run to the next one.
Hard point is secure. Hard point contested. Hard point is secure.
Thank you, Matara. Thank you, Matara. I'm trying to find a new pickup. Not a new one, but like a older pickup, like 90s, late 80s, 90s, early 2000s. With minimal rust, which is a fucking tall order in itself.
Control. Take all enemy zones.
Oh, you know what? We'll go with this guy to A.
Testing Bravo. Hostiles are contesting B. Capturing B. Enemies contesting Bravo. Hostiles.
Oh my god, really? So everybody decided to push forward, nobody decided.
Hostiles are contesting B. Enemies contesting Bravo. We are taking B. Hostiles entering multiple zones.
Where is everyone?
Enemies contesting Alpha.
What?
Taking Alpha. Exercise caution. No one lies. You know what to do. Hostiles contesting Bravo. Capturing Bravo. No more lives. No more chances. Moment to regroup, then prepare to redeploy.
Go crosshair. That's first round.
That man should have been dead. Like, thermal sight? How are we letting this happen? Holy fuck!
Enemy has Bravo. We only have one zone left.
Yeah, let's just fucking give it to him.
Losing Alpha. We are defending A.
Hostiles destroyed your trophy system.
We are defending Alpha.
Damn it! I do not have one at this time.
We are defending.
What?!
Hostiles are taking Alpha. Nearly out of
I can't. I'm literally gonna shoot myself in the face. Fuck! Like, honestly, who am I playing against? Optic Scump?
Back to playing Roblox, my man. Holy shit.
Steve, we had him in the worst spawn trap ever. I was watching.
Oh, if it shows pistol kills, I think it will. One of these boys gets played with.
switching
This dude
sides.
gets toyed with. And then I get a
Capture all zones. Taking Bravo. Enemy cruise missile launch detected. Artillery targeting detected. Net call. Incoming artillery. Artillery targeting detected. Artillery targeting detected. Net call. Incoming artillery. Enemies are contesting Zone B. We are almost out of time. Contesting Bravo. We are taking B.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
We are taking A.
Sorry, you guys. That was...
Enemies are contesting Enemy team is running low on lives. Taking Alpha.
Yeah, eat shit.
Good job, guys.
I did not like the Roblox comment.
Spawn again. Toby had something to say. We had a
Switching
full
rally
round
points.
sessions.
Prevent hostile forces from taking our zone.
I would have laughed my ass off if that actually killed him. Literally would have laughed my ass off.
Time is our enemy. Losing Bravo. We are defending B. We are losing B.
What the fuck? You camping bitch! This camping ass motherfucker. I hate him. Are you gonna use your score streak, sir?
Contesting Bravo.
Bro, what the?
Forming our zones. We are defending Bravo.
Fucking cockhead.
Zones. Fight back. We are defending B.
I don't understand what I have to do to win.
Exercise caution. Hostiles out of all zones. Contesting B. Defending A. They're down to their last lives. Take them out. Losing Alpha. The enemy is gaining ground. Defend our final zone.
What?
No lives left. Fight to your last. We are contesting. Bravo lost.
Boys were lost.
Pick me up, browser. Browser. Pretty sure I get gun.
I'm sorry.
Get gun right.
It would be even if I wasn't spawn camp, you know.
It was like 4-4 because we won one. Bro, that one dude was camping and people just kept going, walking by like, I'm like, dude, someone help, fuck! They're gonna be like, you suck. You're in the lowest skill division. CDL. Gonna hit up fucking Groza. I love the Groza, honestly.
Search and destroy. Charges acquired.
Oh, this is CD. Sir, SMD.
Destroy the objective.
There's one extra.
Fuck!
Down. Top off your ammo. We're going back in. Switching rally points.
Oh, I didn't know this was SMD.
Hold the objective. The bomb has been planted.
He's in the center, right next to the stairwell. Watch center, center. Center.
God damn.
Down, eyes up. Get ready to redeploy.
He literally wiped the whole team. Bro.
Eliminate the objective. We got the bomb. We lost the bomb.
I'm retarded. I suck. I'm literally terrible at this game. I pinged it.
Bomb offline. Switching rally points. Wipe out the objective. Bomb acquired.
Move on my waypoint.
Bomb online. Create their last asset.
Behind you. Behind you. Oh my god, I literally thought he was gonna lose. I'm hyperventilating. You're so fucking lucky. He's so lucky he saw me before I did, otherwise I would have laid his ass out.
Protect the objectives. Bomb active. Degrade their last asset. Charges diffused. Switching rally points. Exterminate the objectives. Charges acquired.
No! Oh, hi, what's up? Hello? Oh my god. Hi, Mom. Hello? Hi, everyone. Oh my god, can you stop breathing into your fucking mic, please? Thank you, you guys. Thank you, you guys. Thank you so much. I literally can't even keep up with how much is happening. They're gonna go for A. They're going for A. For B, sorry. Oh my god, he's literally one. Woo! Hello everyone, holy shit, there's so many people here. Thank you, Mom. No, we ended up losing. Thank you guys. Wow, there's so many people.
Switching sides.
Oh, wow, we're in overtime. No, don't worry about it.
Objectives. Bomb acquired.
Did somebody on our team literally leave, though? Like...
Cruise missile inbound.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Hostile artillery targeting active.
Thank you, so many people who I literally can't even say all their names because there's so many of them, for joining the Noodle Bowl. Hello, Mom. I don't... No, you're fine. I'm okay with that. I'm playing League Play, so I suck anyway, so it's totally fine. No, you don't apologize. Thank you. Oh. I love you too.
I'm sorry, I knew that it would be great if you.
No, you're fine.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too.
Better screen setup than I do. This totally sucks.
I can help you set up your stream if you'd like
I
to.
don't have time. I could do it myself. I already got the software. It's just that I haven't sat down to do it.
What, for Streamlabs?
Yeah, it's just, you know, I'm so busy just doing other stuff that I love you.
I love you too. Thank you.
I'm sorry you lost. I thought it was fun.
No, it was fun. Oh, I got another follower, Noodle35. They have the name Noodle in it. They're so cool.
I love you, man.
I love you too, Mom. Thank you for the raid.
Have a good night.
Good night. Sleep well.
Hostile RCS.
Thank you, guys. Alright, now maybe I'll actually do decent this time. How about that? No! So many people everywhere! Ooh. Oh, this is cranked hardpoint. I hate cranked hardpoint. Sorry.
Hostile sending. Hostile flight
Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Just for everybody popping in for the first time, I play video games, but I do not pretend to be good at them. I'm a pretty average player, so I'm not like spectacular or anything. So what? Oh, I was sorry. I was choking. That's why. I was wondering what I was choking. Right. Honestly, I had a barracks next to the people that that literally just piloted the drone. Like, that's all my barracks was. Like, I live right next to the people that literally played video games to kill people on camera. How are you immune? Like, do these bullets mean nothing to you?
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
I do play Warzone. Sorry, I'm trying to play and read your guys' stuff at the same time, so... Ooh. I got blown up. Damn, I'm like playing like potato right now. I think it's because there's so many people in here. I'm getting stage fright. I promise I'm usually better than this. I promise I'm usually better than this. Reading and trying to shoot people in a video game is not a good combination. Alright, let's see.
Learn and learn fast. That never happens.
Shit. Thank you. Thank you for the bit. Yeah, there's usually like only 2 people watching me. It's a lot easier to keep up with 2 people than it is with like 2,000 people. Thank you guys, thank you so much. I will be playing the new Battlefield. I did get rated. I did get rated. Good shot. Sewing? Yeah. I'm not good at sewing. Oh, look. Nah, it's fine. Thank you for gifting subscriptions, ACC. Of course, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Hey, I play more than just Call of Duty. Thank you for the subscriptions and the follows, everyone. I play more than just Call of Duty. I play RPG, MMO, RTS, or everything. I literally play everything. What you think of the genre, I play it. I just happen to be playing Call of Duty at this moment. My favorite game, I usually love a game with a good story. If I had to pick my all-time favorite, like, the game that I enjoy the most out of everything I play, it would have to be either like The Witcher, Skyrim, or Black Ops 2, because that was my favorite. Oh shit, I thought that was an enemy. No. Nope, we're not going there. I ran out of ammo. That was nice. I'm trying to do better this time so I can prove that I don't actually suck at this game. No! I say that as I get two-peated. Oh wow, I got two-peated again. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys popping in. I know it was a raid from my mom, but thank you guys so much. Really, it really does mean a lot to me. Unlike my mom, who has a hand in this, in politics, I do this for fun. Oof.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
I'll deal with you later.
No, 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 no.
Hostile spy plane.
C4.
No! Thank you, Matara. Yeah, she is. You didn't know that, Simsy? Yaga, he says. I just got three-peated. You guys... Yep. No, no, no! I ran out of ammo.
One down.
How did I miss that? I know, that is a lot of followers.
Best served cold.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Oh my god, that was a teammate. Scared the shit out of me. I should not be shooting this far with an MP5. No! Bro, I have GOG. See, have you played Zeus Master of Olympus? Like, that game was part of my childhood. That game was part of my childhood, and I got that from GOG, and I have Steam and Origins and all that stuff. Ah! My computer can pretty much handle anything you could throw at it. I was gonna say, I want to know how this man is still alive. if you look at my About channel on Twitch, it'll tell you my specs. But as of right now, it's a 3070 with the Ryzen 9 5900X.
Scenarios ours. Great. Sign up.
Thank you guys so much, really. Yeah. Yep, I got the 3070, the Ryzen 9 5900, X 12 core processor. I got 32 gigs RAM. I have a Gigabyte Flex motherboard. I mean, dual monitor setup. I put a lot of work into this PC. Which is really why I was upset earlier when I couldn't get more than 35 frames on this game, only to realize I need to upgrade my graphics driver. Yeah, that's true. What is Star Citizen? I know, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if I insulted you. What is Star Citizen? It depends. It depends on how good of a graphics card you set it. Okay. Been in development for like 10 years. Diablo 3 is excellent. Still in alpha. Damn, it's been in alpha phase for 10 years? See, I feel like I can handle 400 people talking to me. That's fine. I feel like I can take 400. Oh my god. They literally fell on top of me. No!
Sending flashbang.
Enemy has B.
I don't know who to shoot first. There's so many people. Yeah, I had a 1080 Ti. I mean, it's still technically pretty good. Because in my old computer, I had a 1080 Ti. And the 1080 Ti is essentially is like good in comparison to a 2070. Oh my god. Yep. But my husband's brother, Jacob, really wanted to get into gaming, but he couldn't afford a computer, and what I was gonna do, I was honestly gonna sell my old computer with the 1080 Ti in it, but it's like I already had one, and I didn't need it. I was just gonna sell it, so I just decided to give it to his brother, so that way he could have a gaming computer to play with, because he didn't have one, and his family couldn't afford one. So yeah, that's where my old PC went. I donated it. Sometimes my mother-in-law will call me. She'll be like, Jacob hasn't come out his room in like 3 fucking days. He hasn't eaten dinner. I'm like, look, man, I don't know. Oh my god.
Securing B.
Hey, a 780, depending on what you're running, a 780 Ti will still do it. Damn right. Good karma. Good karma's the way to go.
Hey, Siri.
God damn it!
Hey, Siri. FaceTime Dre.
Using flashbang.
know. That's awesome. Good night. Thank you guys so much. Politics or gaming? I mean, politics is always worse, like, literally than anything. Like, don't get me wrong, I can get pretty heated over a game, but politics is just a whole different beast. See, I was gonna get the Intel 9900, but if you look at the cost versus performance of the NVIDIA 5900, it's just the cost of it for the performance that you get. I couldn't pass it up. Thank you guys so much. Seriously though, like, not even kidding, thank you. That's not an exaggeration, that means a lot to me.
Losing Bravo. Taking C. Losing Alpha.
Damn. Good night, everyone. Yep, the Intel with the 10th gen is really nice. 2060. 2060. Hey, you know what, man? People like that are sad and take care. Thank you guys. See ya.
Switching rally points.
Hey man, people that do that are just like, it's just sad. I feel sorry for them. I was more upset at the fact that he took a good man's name and tried to destroy it than the fact that he did that. Like, I wasn't worried about myself. Like, yep, water cooler. Ooh. Good night. Thank you, everybody. Oh, shit. Really? Nobody pushing this way?
Securing A. Losing C.
Located Semtex.
Ah!
We lost B.
Sending flashbang.
Oh no. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Oh man, I wasn't even paying fuck. I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest.
Securing B.
Oh my god, why did I spawn with them? No, I ran out of ammo! My reflexes are slow as shit right now. Bro, I had to wait fucking 4 or 5 months for mine. I had to wait like 4 or 5 months for my one. Really? Oh, we traded. So, bits, essentially, it's like currency, like, it's like a tip, almost, like, not like a donation, but 1 bit is like 1 cent, so 100 bits is $1, and 1,000 bits is $10. Imagine it like a tip, but it's like a really small tip, you know what I mean? So, like, any advertisements you see, any bits you donate, 100% of that goes to the streamer. Yeah, I do play Apex. I made it to Diamond last season, and then after that, I was like, I've done it all, it's fine.
Trophy system spotted.
Oh no. Yep, Twitch has a little charge on top, so if you, let's say if you buy like 10 bits, you pay $15, Twitch keeps 5, and then however you choose to spend those $10 worth of bits, all of that goes to the streamer.
Located trophy system.
Wow. Bro, how'd he come up behind me? How? I was literally under a building. What? It literally targeted me. Aw, thank you. Yeah, there was no way I was gonna see that. Not a chance. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow, Mertz Human. Humana. Yeah, I'm hoping Battlefield 2045 is pretty good. I didn't play any of the newer CODs before this one because I didn't like them. I like Cold War because it reminds me of Black Ops 2. And I mean, I would play the shit out of Black Ops 2. I do play Warzone. It's alright. In terms of like a Battle Royale, I prefer Apex better, but it is a lot harder than Warzone. But yeah, Warzone is like littered with hackers. Like there have been times where I've been playing and literally been shot through like 2 buildings with a sniper that was like 600 like meters away. I was like, what? Yeah, it is. It's really bad. Thank you for the subscription, Victor. I know, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's supposed to be. Like, I love Apex because, yeah, they dazzle a little bit of cosmetics and political statements here and there. But, yeah. Bro, Simsy, were you there when I was playing zombies? And I made it to, like, round 32 with Carlo and his friend Mac? And the game suddenly had an update and it kicked us all out at round 32 of zombies. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was so pissed off. I was like, oh my god, you couldn't have waited till this game was over? Like, you had to boot me out the fucking game.
Capture the objective. Hardpoint located. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Throwing C4 charge.
Where the fuck is this man? There he is. I was like, are you fucking kidding? Like, how rude.
Lost the hardpoint.
C4 located.
What? What? What was that?
Hardpoint is secure.
What was that? Bullshit. That's what that was. Quake Live. Okay.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
No! I wanted to.
Point lost. We've lost the lead.
Throwing C4 charge.
What?
We've lost the hardpoint.
Thank you. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for popping in here.
Hardpoint lost.
I know it was completely optional, so I greatly appreciate it, you guys. Feel free to hop back in the channel whenever. I work and I go to school, so I don't really have a schedule. I kind of just show up. But I love talking to you guys, seriously. Like, that's like my favorite part of streaming is just having conversations. And you get to see my fur babies. You get to see Kitty and Puppy. I haven't showed Mr. Dragon yet. But maybe one day. And you get all the cute little kitty puppy emotes. Yep, cat butts. Get to see little cat butts and hear meow meows. You forgot Bandit, Bean. Thank you for cheering, sharing.
Hardpoint locked down. Lost.
Try that again. I'll kill you myself. Enemy throwing
Oh, I missed that. I totally fucked that up. Have a good night, Spark Fuzz. Oh yeah, you have to unlock Bandit. Thank you for the subscription, Nora. Oh wow, I fucked that up. Bro, if fucking any of the animals could talk. Ah! Night.
We've lost the hardpoint.
Get a spy plane on station above.
just knew there was somebody there and I was firing. Bro, this man with the swords. It's a gun game. Just put down your fucking swords. Go play For Honor, sir. Go play For Honor. There is literally a game where you get to be a samurai. Or that or Ninja Gaiden. Like, holy shit. Thank you, Bean. Oh wow, he literally got burned alive. That sucks to be him. What? Ninja Gaiden's amazing. My husband was asking me for like ideas of games to play that were like still good, but like a hack and slash. Yeah, go fuck yourself, guys. No! Yeah, Nightbot's gonna become sentient and be like, oh my god, please stop. Mom popped into my stream and she was like, bro, your stream layout looks so good. She's like, you gotta do it for me. I'm like, okay. Oh my god! How did I miss that? How did I not see that guy there until like the last possible second? Like, I have to be blind. I heard you coming.
That's a kill.
I mean, this one's pretty bootleg, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just kind of made this up. Yeah, it really is. It's like, I'm still behind, and please help. Hopefully I'll be visiting soon. Pray, 380%. Hopefully I'll be visiting soon, or like mom will just have me like sign into her thing, is Streamlab using her thing, and I'm probably just gonna spend a little while just like tidying it up and stuff like that. Hey, if you guys actually, since I'm gonna be doing that, and I know you guys are fans of my mom, if you want to whisper me like ideas that you have or things that you think are going to be cool to see on my mom's page, like if you guys want pop-ups that say, hey, this person subscribed, this person followed, this person donated, that would be actually super cool. So if you guys actually have some ideas, I should have said this way earlier, but if you guys actually have some ideas, if you just whisper me, and I'll try to implement them into her like stream channel.
Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint lost.
Because the way I have my stream set up was months of trial and error. So my mom wants to do a layout kind of like mine. I don't know if she wants like a camera for people to see her quite yet or anything, but I know she told me that she wants me to make like a layout for her, And I just realized, like, yo, I could just ask you guys, like, for ideas, because I know you guys are, like, followers of her, and you guys watch her stream all the time, so I was asking if you guys have any ideas of what you'd like to see in her stream as followers, so that way I can maybe implement. Subs, okay, comment. Yep, just whisper them to me and I'll go through them. And what I'll do is I'll just use mom's email and make a fucking Streamlabs account for her. Oh no. May start trolling gifters getting Yep.
Painting targets for artillery support.
Like, make a new logo? I could put a banner across the top of her stream that says, "We are the news."
They're dead.
Oof.
Let's go. We were never here.
Like her subscribe stuff. With her toys says Telegram. You mean like, oh, wait, Court, do you mean like, do you mean to like have like a banner on the bottom that like advertises her like Telegram groups or like her websites and stuff like that? No, she just wanted me to do like a similar layout. Another thing I could do is I could create like a link for her where she could pop in.
It's a bullet to paintball. So instead of blood, it's a paintball splatter.
Hold on, I'm actually gonna like. I could do like a link, like if you go to my about and my Twitch, you'll see like a little link in the about box, and it says Good Noodle. If you click on it, you can see like a donations bar and then a list of all my social media. I wish I don't have that many. So I could do something like that. I don't know about creating a clickable link in stream, but I can definitely see about making something like that. I'll probably work on it. Yeah, because I got a couple different ideas, like her logos and stuff. Okay, so you want to see her. Check a video with link. It would link on her screen so you could click it. Okay. Okay. So you not only want to see it. So wait, so you don't want to see it, but you want the link, or do you want both? Like, you want to see it and you want a link in chat? Oh man, for a second there I thought it stopped. See you, Chip. Okay. Okay. What do you mean wave like this? Wave, or is it like an app? I'm dumb. Like, okay, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm texting my mom. Email me your. See, what I'll do is, what I can do actually is create a bot in her chat where if someone uses a specific command, it will literally list her socials. Like, you can do it on mine. I believe it's, what is it? No, what is it? No. Something like that. I have to figure out exactly what it is. But I got a couple different ideas. I'll need to contact this dude I know. Yeah, it's that. Or socials or something like that. It's something like that. Hold on, let me actually pull it up because I know I have a command here somewhere. I just forgot the command. Cloudbot commands. Oh, there we go. It's this one. It's this one. Hold on. I got it. Hold on. No, Sir Bootslot bot responded. Did I spell it wrong? It's not. Because it's a link. It's because it's a link. I have to tweak it, but yeah, right. Trust me, I've already been corrupted. But like I have things like this, like, oh shit. Like I got this one. Bro, right? This one. like, I got that one. I gotta work on the social media one. But I got a bunch of different commands that I can implement. But like if I get like whispers of ideas, it would help so I can it says file me good noodle / corrupted. I was working on it, but I never did. I should. I'm working to build like a followage as such. Not is that you have a bot that could send a message that would send you a link. So like if I had like a bot that had like that command like !link and then it'd show you a link to like what she was doing or things of that nature. Actually, reference in the previous, maybe you can go to the Tory set and pulls up the archive and it links in the whispers so you can have direct access to the show if you missed it and if she references it to the show. So linkage. Okay. Yeah, she does archive off of her computer, so yeah, I could work on doing something like that. What do you mean she's been over the target? It's still going. Well, she can make a proxy server and fix that. DDoS attacks. You can do a proxy server, you can do a VPN server. I know she has a pretty decent computer, so it's not her computer, because I've seen it. It's not her computer, I've literally seen her computer. Her computer's just fine. It should more than handle what she's doing, so... I'm thinking either a proxy server or... Yeah. Yeah, the one that funnels... Yeah, the one that funnels, so, like, it's almost like a Roku, but it funnels information through an algorithm. I'm the one that was speaking to Gavin about creating an algorithm that is triggered specifically by X dominant events. So that way you can actually like, okay, so algorithms like on Facebook are triggered by one event. So if you're talking about cats, next thing you know you go on Facebook and cats pop up. Even though you might have seen like a new, like a cute cat, and you're like, oh my god, kitty, so cute, and then cats show up. Whereas I was speaking to Gavin, I was telling him, why didn't you create an algorithm that after X amount of events, after X amount of times, an event is triggered, so that way it funnels people's likeness into one thing, and they can actually voluntarily choose what advertisement to see and what not to see. And yeah, no data mining and no hacks, because it wouldn't work off of your actual router. It would work off the it wouldn't work off the actual like quux. It would work off of your Wi-Fi. So I don't know. I have to talk to him about that again. Kitty. Yep. Quicks. Kitty. This is Mr. Kitty. Thank you. See, I knew you'd get Kitty. He was scratching at the door like, let me in. Ah, kitty butt. No, you know you're not allowed over there. What biscuit is to my mom, Sir Bootsala is to me. She scares the shit out of me in that thing. Literally scares the shit out of me in that thing. Big ass cat. You should see my dogs. Kitty? No. Kitty? Let me put it this way. She always, even when we weren't in the best of times, like, hold on. So even if we were going through really, like, tough times, right? And everything was against us. My mom was the type of person that would literally come up with a solution quite fucking literally out of thin air. Like, there were times, like, I would, like, watch her unfuck something so, like, quickly. I was like, it literally looked like you were checkmate. Like, there's no way out, do not pass go, do not collect 200, and somehow she, like, found a way out. And I was like, yo, how the fuck did you do that? Like, I mean, there were times, like, we weren't always well off, but she was the type that would literally save, like, all year just to get us, like, 1 or 2 really nice presents when we were, like, younger. Just to make sure we at least had that. Like, we would literally, Phoebe and I would try to, like, get her to give us a couple dollars for the months coming up to her birthday so we could get her a cake, because she, like, refused to get herself stuff for her birthday because we needed it for, like, bills or something. What else? We had a lot of good times. Like, Phoebe and I, we were little shits. I'll tell you what. Alyssa knows the cookie story. That was... She was so pissed off at us. When my mom, like, when my mom got mad at us, though, it was like you did not want to, no. It was not something you wanted to, no. Oh, the cookie story. Hold the phone. Let me, I gotta call somebody, because I can't tell the cookie story alone. I can't tell the cookie story alone. I have to tell it with my sister there. Give me a second. Let me just call someone. Let me just call her. Where's she at? Yo, okay. Where are you at right now? Okay, I need you to hop on Discord and call me, because some of Mom's followers are in my stream, and they want to know the cookie story, and I can't tell the cookie story without you. The cookie story where we ate her cookies, and we made new ones for church. Okay, you need to call me so we can tell them the cookie story. Alright. I'm gonna let you start it. You can call me and then we'll join in, okay? Bet. Bye. Alright, so Phoebe incoming. Cause she, like, you can't not, I can't not tell the cookie story without her. What else? Bro, I remember when Mom was like, what were you telling my followers? We're like, cookie story. She's like, dude, I can't fucking believe you did. Literally a decade later and she's still pissed off. Literally a decade later, she still gets mad when she thinks about it. What's another good one? Oh, I'll tell you this one. So we went skiing, right, on Mount Hood, and my mom was really sick, actually. But she decided to go skiing anyway. This was around when the H1N1 flew, and everybody's gonna die from H1N1, right? Oh, there she goes. Hello? I can't hear you. You need to talk louder.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit louder.
What? Louder? Hold up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that should be good. Hold on,
Okay.
I got 2 more notifications left, and then we should be good. It's finally caught up. Alright, so I got a couple people in here who haven't heard the cookie story. Alyssa has requested it again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need you to start off because you're way better at storytelling than I am.
Okay, so how this started was my mom, like we ate all the cookies, right? There's so many cookie stories. So my mom had church. We all had church, and what happened was my mom made all these cookies, and Hera and I had snacked on them, and
We ended up eating the whole pan. We ended up eating the whole pan. There was literally no, there was not even crumbs left.
Yeah, like I literally ate the whole entire pan, and I shared some with Hera when she was downstairs playing her game. I was like, here, Hera, like, here's some. I remember Hera asked me specifically, she's like, oh, did Mom make these for us? And I'm like, yeah. Well, I, like, literally ate, like, 13 cookies, and then there was, like, 2 more left. So she made a batch of 15. I gave Hera 2 cookies, and we came upstairs, and Mom went to bed. And I remember Hera and I were upstairs, and we were just swallowing the last cookie that we split in half, actually. And my mom's like, girls, like, we've got school, we got church in the morning, so make sure to, Hera, put the cookies in the fridge because those are for the people at church tomorrow. And Hera and I looked at each other, and our stomachs like sunk. Hera literally slapped me over the head first thing too. She like slapped me over the head and she's like, we gotta make the cookies. And I put too much flour.
So
for
okay,
some
so
reason...
intermittently, we call my best friend Turble, who lived down
Yeah,
the
we
street.
did.
So we couldn't leave
they
the
got us
house
stuff.
because if we left, he would know. She would know.
Yeah.
And she would know immediately that something was sus. So I called Turble and I said, dude, you gotta pull me a huge fucking favor. I need you to walk to Walmart fucking ASAP. And I need you to pick up flour, eggs, some vegetable oil, so we can, like, bring it back. And I need you to bring back this specific type of whatever the fuck flour it was at the time. So he comes back,
Yeah.
he brings us basic fucking flour. We're like, dude, she's gonna know the difference. He's like, it's just flour, she's not gonna know. So Phoebe and I stay up literally all night baking these
All
fucking
night.
cookies.
Oh God.
On God, all night. Like, we didn't sleep at all.
We did not sleep, and Hera was like silently screaming at me too.
Bro, like,
And-
if looks could kill Phoebe, would be fucking dead. Okay?
Yeah,
So,
So he brings the stuff over, and Hera's like, I remember they had like a good 5-minute argument because we didn't even have time to waste. Like, it was already like 10 o'clock at night, and this dude literally came out just for us. Like, talk about in love, first off. And he was like, it's just flour, Hera, like, don't worry about it. She's like, no, my mom's Greek, she's gonna find out, she's gonna know the flour is not her flour. And Hera was panicking, so the entire night Hera was like, spill the shit into the bowl right now. So like she made me put the flour in, and I put too much. So by the time the cookies were like all done, we obviously couldn't throw away our evidence, so Hera trusted me with that as well as a 12-year-old. She trusted me with throwing the evidence away of making a new batch of cookies that obviously my mom didn't make. So I put them between the oven and the wall.
literally put it between the oven. And we didn't find it out
Yeah.
until later, mind you. I didn't know about it. She just thought, like, in her 6-year-old mind was like, oh my God, yeah, putting it between the oven. Yep. Perfect. So, listen, which I'm shocked. I am so shocked that she didn't actually wake up to the sound of me yelling at Phoebe and us failing at baking cookies. So fast forward, right? We're at church. So she hasn't uncovered the cookies yet, so she doesn't know that they look like dog shit. They literally look like a dog took a shit on a plate and cooked it. That's what they look
The
like.
moment she took the cover off of the cookies, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't remember my cookies looking like this." Like, Mom took off the cover and she's like, "Guys, you guys didn't tell me my cookies look like this." And I was like, "What, Mom? They look great." Because Hera slapped me over the head while I was standing behind my mom. She
Bro,
slapped me over
really?
the head, and I was like, "Mom, they look great." And Mom sets them on the table, and she's like, "Okay." And like, you see people getting their food at the table, and they're just skipping my mom's cookies. Dude,
She
when I tell
started-
you, my heart sunk like the Titanic when Hera looked at me from across the table. She gave me that look of, "Bitch, you better eat those cookies. I saw you eat that whole entire batch of cookies. You better eat this one."
Bro, no,
I
look,
take
look,
a
look.
bite of it, and flour falls from my mouth in front of everyone. Like, I take a bite of it, and the people that skipped my mom's cookies saw the flour leave the cookie and fall onto the plate. And Hera's just looking at me like, "Bitch, you better become, like, you better get, like, see that through, because this is your fault."
So, like, intermittently, right? So people are skipping Mom's cookies, and Mom is having a mental breakdown. She's like, literally mentally breaking down. She's like, "Oh my God, nobody likes my cookies. My cookies have never come out this bad. Everybody loves my cookies. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah." And she's crying. And we're like, "Oh my God, what the fuck do you do?" And we're like, we have to eat these cookies. Like, we have to make the sacrifice. And we need to eat these cookies. So we're like, "Dog, we fucked up. We gotta pay the price. We made our bed, we gotta lay in it."
Hera, you literally ate like 3. I ate the entire batch, and you laughed the entire time at me. Don't even.
Bro.
So anyway,
No.
I-
So the flour comes out of Phoebe's mouth, and Mom was turned around at this point, and she hears Phoebe cough, and Phoebe wipes her mouth, and Mom turns around. "So how was my cookie?" And Phoebe's sitting there holding the other hand. She's like, "It's great."
dude, it literally looked like I was like smoking or something. The way I coughed out the flour from my mouth, dude, it looked so bad. Like, people looked as if they looked like as if they were
It
praising the
literally-
Lord again. They were
no,
like,
no,
I'm
no.
so glad I didn't grab that cookie.
Like, it literally looked like Phoebe, like, slammed her face into powdered sugar. Or, like, a fucking kilo of powdered coke.
Oh
That's
God.
what it looked like.
Oh God, it looked like that.
Bro, we were looking at each other and she was like, how did my cookies turn out so bad? I even had you taste them. How did you not tell me? We're like, no, they're really good. Maybe it was just this one cookie. So Phoebe has another one.
What's wrong with you?
So we're sitting there trying to eat these cookies and she's crying. We're like, no, Mom, they're great. As we're like dying, choking on this fucking cookie. Like, I could literally feel it, the cancer in my stomach growing. That's how horrible the fucking cookies we made were.
Yeah, says you with like 3 cookies. I literally had to eat the entire batch.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm pretty sure you went to the hospital 3 days later because you had such bad constipation.
I did. I had really bad constipation. Like, imagine swallowing flour. Like, that shit made my own dough in my stomach and wouldn't come out, bro. Like, that's not even funny. Like, that was animal abuse at finest. Like, Mom was like, I remember I came home that day and I was trying to go to the bathroom. Like, I had gas all day. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, I had gas that day. And I come home. It's like early morning. Mom, instantly, she's like, after church, we're gonna go get flour. We're gonna go get cookie stuff. And Hera's over here hyping her up. She's like, yeah, Mom, make those cookies. Yeah. Lo and behold, she gave her too much hype because Mom was so obsessive and so sad that her cookies turned out bad. Her cookies turned out bad at one time, which weren't even her cookies. She wanted to prove to the church that her cookies were the fucking best. For the next 2 months,
She literally
all the
non-stop
church-
baked cookies. Every Sunday on church,
Literally.
she was making cookies. Sugar
Every
cookies,
Sunday.
peanut butter cookies, snickerdoodle cookies, fucking chocolate chip cookies,
Yep.
macadamia nut cookies, vanilla cookies.
She
Like,
literally
every
did
fucking
that.
cookie, literally every cookie you can think of, she fucking made it. Okay? To
She
prove
made it.
to them that my cookies are not shit. And for the first week or two, people would not touch her fucking cookies. Like, we had to
They
egg them
would-
on. Like, we literally stood in front of the
Hera,
cookie with
you
a
literally
platter of
gave
cookies. I literally passed cookies out. Like, I would literally
Yeah,
walk around with a
she
plate of
passed
cookies, pick up a cookie, eat it, and they would see, alright, she's not choking to death, and they would take one. That's what my sales rep was. Not dying from eating a cookie. And it took like 2 weeks of consistent cookie making for my mom to finally get her reputation back as a cookie maker. So flash forward, she found out. She found out later. So flash forward a couple weeks. This is where it comes in. Mom is, what was she? Was she making dinner or baking cookies again? One of the two.
She was making cookies again.
So she's using the oven, and I think something fell or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I got my dude, you beat my ass for this because you didn't even know I put it between the oven.
Bro,
So something fell like by the oven, and my mom bends over to get it, and she just looks in the crack like a freaking flour bag. She pulls it out, and she's like, Hera, panayota, ala doctora, and she tells us to come upstairs, and she's screaming in Greek. She's screaming at me, and I'm like, bro, I don't even speak this language. And Hera's like understanding every bit of it.
and
I
she's
just
literally,
so sad
she's
when
literally
Hera's eyes
screaming at
twitch
Phoebe.
when she looks at.
She's
literally
literally
screaming
screaming at Phoebe, and I'm sitting next to Phoebe translating for her. Shit you not. I'm sitting down, Phebe's standing up. Mom is
But you were
screaming at
laughing.
Phoebe in
Your
Greek, and I'm
eyes said it.
translating for her as
Your
she's
eyes were translating for me. You were just laughing your ass off because you knew I was about to get my ass beat. This girl she says she was translating. Bitch, you were not doing a charity. Your eyes were translating it. All I saw from your eyes was, okay, so you're grounded from the TV for 5 months. You can't even play GTA anymore. You probably will never go outside again. Yeah, the wooden spoon is your new best friend.
Listen,
That's what
it gets
her eyes
better.
were telling
It gets better. So
It gets
what-
worse for me, not
Well,
better.
It got better for me and worse for her. So as mom is screaming at her, I'm like, damn, I can't get in trouble for this shit. I only ate 3 damn cookies and I didn't know. So I start egging mom on.
Literally! Yeah, bro,
I literally started egging her on. I'm like, yeah, Phoebe, how could you? Like, the
That's
fuck?
us
You
in
start
humanity.
eating mom's cookies, and then you get, like, you try to make cookies, embarrass her in front of the church, and then you put the flour in between. Like, how fucking dare you? And mom's like, yeah, right? How dare you? Why would you do that to me? Why would you sabotage my cookies? And I'm like, yeah, why would you sabotage her cookies?
Literally,
She's looking at me with this look of betrayal. Like, she can't believe that. She was like,
I
bitch,
felt so
what?
betrayed. I literally, when I tell you guys, Hera was a sneaky little shit when she was younger. Hera had 2 Black Ops 2 games. So whenever Hera was grounded, Mom would take her game away, Call of Duty, and Hera would make me replace the new one, like the good working one, with the broken one, so Hera could still go downstairs and play games.
Because
I turned around
and
I told this bitch right to her face. I was like, I was so betrayed. I remember thinking, I was like, God, this is so sinful. How can you lie on your own blood like that? I was like, I've lost humanity in you. I turn around, and my mom's dead screaming at me. And quietly, I just say, I was like, Hera, like 2 weeks ago, made me replace the broken Black Ops 2 game with the working one, Mom. That's why Hera didn't want her game back when you returned it to her. And my mom just dead ass stopped yelling at me. And she looked at Hera, and she's like, what did you do? And Hera's like, Hera had the audacity to look at me and say, how could you betray me like that? I'm like, bitch, you just set me up for a good ass whooping just now. And you're telling me that I'm the betraying.
Bro, we were so sad.
Like, are you kidding me?
Like, we were so against each other at that point, we literally just started throwing each other's dirty laundry.
And you started it. You literally started it
Like,
too. I mean, the fact that you looked at me and you were just laughing your ass off, and then you get serious and you're like, bro, if I were you, I'd like ground her for like ever. And I was like, bitch, like how the fuck can you do that? Like I just got GTA 5. It just came out at this moment as well. GTA 5 had just came out, and I was obsessed with the game, and Hera was like, dude, just ground her. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe her. And Hera just looked at me. Hera was so good in the act that she looked at me as if she was actually disappointed. And I know damn well that bitch wasn't. Like, I know she wasn't. So I quietly said, I was like, Hera made me replace the new Black Ops 2 game with the broken one. So when you try to return it to Hera, that's why Hera said, Mom, I don't need it. I found better hobbies than games. That's what she said to my mom when she tried to return it. She's like, I don't even need it. I found better hobbies than playing Black Ops 2 all the time. This little shit lied so much. And I said it, and my mom just looked at her, and she's like, she stopped yelling at me. It was like, I threw one dirty laundry, like one thing of dirty laundry from my sister. And that was enough for my mom to forget it for 2 minutes. And I said 2 minutes.
That was for the most peaceful 2 minutes for the next 5 fucking weeks.
I was really counting my 2 minutes that I had a peace. You know, she was screaming at her, and I thought maybe it would work if I pulled the big sister
Bro,
role too and tried
and
egging
so-
my mom
no.
on, and I got slapped. I was like, okay.
She's driving like, yeah, mom, she does this. She's like, shut the fuck up. She was like, yo, what? Bro, so, legit, so after that, we just started airing each other's dirty laundry out. So then I was like, yeah, mom, when you ground Phoebe from Animal Jam by blocking her email, she just makes another one and keeps a piece of paper hidden in her drawer. And she says, what?
Mom had so much realization that day. She was like, you guys are so sneaky. She ended up grounding us. And you know what? I got grounded. I can't stress it to you guys. Guys, I've never been grounded so much, but I was literally grounded for 8 months. I was still grounded on my birthday. I got a birthday party and a birthday cake and presents.
I wasn't allowed to open
And
the
I was
presents.
my mom was such a level of petty when she grounded me that she gave me the phone 4 months after my birthday. because I was still technically grounded. Like, that's how petty it was.
Oh man, those were good times.
The only time I was able to go on TV was, like,
Family
literally
movie
when
night.
she wasn't home.
Or
Or family movie night, the Goldbergs.
Yup.
Or the only time I was able to go outside was literally when I had to pick weeds for Hera. And then Hera decided to fall down the stairs and break her ankle, so I had to do the dishes because somehow that disables her hands too. So I had to do
Joe,
dishes.
I remember that conversation. Pete was like, "What do you mean she can't do the dishes? Get her a chair. She can sit." My mom's like, "Are you talking back to me?" She's like, "No." Picking the weeds
No.
too.
I remember it. I remember that argument very vividly. I was like, Mom, all she did was fall down the stairs. Yeah, her ankle may be shattered in one part, but it's like you can just get her a chair and her hands still work. And she's like, "Are you talking back to me?" And I'm like, No. When I tell you guys, me and my sister, whenever we got grounded, we would compromise with our mom. We'd be like, "So, if we did the dishes, can we get like 3 hours knocked off being grounded
3
out of the 8 months?" And my mom's like, "Yeah, you wish." And my mom would be like, "Yeah, sure, do the dishes," right? So I'd do the dishes, I'd come back and I'm like, "Hey mom, I brought you some milk." And she's like, "I don't even drink milk, like, by myself." She's like, "My own kids don't even know me," is what she said. Because I got her a glass of milk and I was like, "I did the dishes and I got you a glass of milk with some cookies." She's like, "These aren't my cookies." And I was like, "Well, yeah." And she's like, "Oh, I know why you didn't give me my own cookies." And I was like, "Why?" And she's like, she just, bro, when I tell you my mom is so petty, just because of the cookie situation, when I tried to give her milk and cookies, she was like, "These aren't even my cookies." And I was like, "I know." She's like, "Yeah, okay, Phoebe. No, you don't get time deducted from your grounding."
Bro, remember
For
that
being
one
grounded.
time? What did we break, Phoebe? We broke something and then
No,
we
you
literally...
broke it
No.
and you blamed it on me.
No. This was the
Yeah,
time where
what?
we were fighting. Okay, we were fighting. What did we knock over?
We were
knocked
fighting.
over and broke
The
something.
vase. The red vase.
Oh my
Mom's
God,
favorite
yes.
red vase.
So mom had this red vase that she was
did.
obsessed with. Like, I don't
She
know
was literally
what.
obsessed with that shit.
She was literally fucking obsessed with it. So Phoebe and I were
Obsessed.
fighting. I don't even remember about what the fuck we were fighting about.
Okay, you know why it broke, Kara? Because your anger issues make you react with split-second thoughts, and you almost threw it at me and I didn't catch it. And then you yelled at me for not catching it. You're like, you literally threw the red vase at me, and obviously I'm gonna dodge that shit. And then you're like, and then you realized that it was a red vase, and you're like, "Phoebe, why the fuck did you catch it?" And I'm like, "It's like you just tried to throw this at my face."
Like, I ain't catching that dumb shit. And we're not talking it was a cheap, light little vase. I'm talking it was a heavy ass bitch. Like, that shit had been made of like stone or something. Whatever the fuck it was made out
It was
of.
literally heavy as shit. This bitch thinks I'm gonna try to catch it when I'm like 80 pounds, 12 years old, short as hell.
Bro,
And she's like,
listen.
"Phoebe, why didn't you catch it?" And I'm like, "Hera, what do you mean? Like, you just tried to throw this at me."
So,
And I'm still going on about how she just tried to throw it at me, and she's going on about her casket and her funeral, and I'm like, "Are you suicidal?" And she's like, "No, mom's gonna kill me."
so listen. So this is now Operation Fix the fucking vase. So we found out real damn fast you can't fix the vase. Elmer's glue does not cut it, and she'll tell the difference. So mom isn't home, and Walmart was right down the street. So we decide to haul our ass. When I say haul, I mean we sprint all the way to fucking Walmart. Like, when I say sprint, I mean we did not stop running. We went to Walmart and we looked at every fucking vase they had. And we found the vase that looked the closest. Now, clearly you could tell this wasn't the vase, but we were hoping that she would just look past it if it was in the same spot. So we're like, "Yo, we gotta do something else to distract her. So what is something that we never do that she'll be taken aback by and maybe she won't notice the vase?" We're like, "I know. We'll clean the house." Not only the room, the house. When I say we clean the house, I mean the floors were so, if cleanliness was next to godliness, she would have been like an archangel. Like, that's how clean it fucking was. Like, you could eat off of her floor. You could lick the floor and see her reflection.
Yeah.
So we got this new vase, and
Oh, and mind you, I did that actually. I licked the floor.
So I mean, we cleaned everything. I mean, went through each and every individual blind to make sure it was dedusted.
Harold was abusive
clean,
of me, by the way.
clean the
Just
base.
to let you guys know, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor.
Cleaned the baseboards. We patched a hole in the wall. I mean, we fucking mopped, swept, went through the laundry room, bedroom, vacuumed.
Patched the hole in the wall, which actually came from her missing a punch at me, by the way.
So
Okay? This bitch tried to punch me and punched a hole in the wall because I dodged that shit. And she would scream at me for dodging it too! Just to let you know. Carry on.
So we cleaned
No,
this all up.
You're messed
And
up.
so it's mom is coming home from work, right? And we're like, we should make dinner. So I get started out dinner because Phoebe's dumb and she doesn't know how to cook. So I have her do the dishes while I'm making
Wow,
dinner.
bitch, I'm 12!
So I have her do the dishes while I'm cooking, right?
I'm cooking this horrible food. Okay.
Shut the fuck up. It was
I'm
amazing.
still not over it. I'm still not over it.
So I set the table, and I mean, it looks pristine. And mom comes in, she opens the door, and it's like she can immediately tell something is wrong. Like, she's like, the house has never been this clean before. And she's like, you could see her like slowly creeping in, like somebody's gonna jump out from behind the door and catch her. And she's looking around, and she's like, girls, where are you? And we're like, hi, Mom, how was work? We go up and hug her and kiss her. I love you so much. Oh my God, I love you so much. And she's like, yeah, what? Are you okay? And we're like, yeah, Mom, we just really love you. We made dinner. She's like, you made dinner? And the dishes were good. And she just thought we were doing something nice for her. So
Until Hera pissed me off and I ratted her out that she threw the red vase at me and I dodged it and then she screamed at me. And then, not only did my mom yell at Hera, I got more punished than Hera did. Not from my mom, but from Hera. Hera beat the living shit out of me when we got downstairs. And she was like, you know what? Both of you go downstairs. My mom screamed at me for being a tattletale. I'm like, first of all, Hera always tattles on me. And she was like, Phoebe, why are you tattling right now? I'm like, what? I was like, I know that if I'd kept my mouth shut, Hera would have said that I did it. And I still probably would have been grounded till this day. I'm just letting y'all know. I still would have been grounded till this day.
Bro, I have this ability whenever I'm grounded where I would play my hands
out of
just
there.
right and I would be grounded for like a week tops and she would
Hera
forget
would
about
be
it.
grounded for a week, and my ass would be over here
So,
grounded
like,
for
she
almost
would-
a full
she would-
year.
She would take my phone and hide it under the mattress. And like I would leave it for like 2-3 days, wouldn't touch it, and I'd come back and I'd slip the phone from under her mattress and I'd use it for like a minute in front of her, right? And she'd be like, put that shit back. Who the fuck said you could have it? So I put it back. Next day, I'd pick it up when she wasn't there, she'd walk in, see me use it, put that shit back. Who said you could have it? So 5 minutes. And so I'd just walk around with it, wouldn't use it, and then I'd put it back. And I did it every single time she said something. And slowly but surely, I sensitized her to seeing me with my phone, and she would just forget about it.
Hera, you were a manipulative little shit, let me tell you. And my sister, dude, she just liked picking on me. I'd be playing with my Barbies, and she kicked down my Barbie house. She just kicked it down. She's like, yeah, have a good day. I love you. I was like, and with my little self, that's short and has anger issues, I instantly bit her arm, by the way.
Bro, did you tell him about the time you broke my wrist and I almost killed you?
Oh, okay, so Hera and I were arguing, cause Zeus ran away. And Mom got mad. Mom got really mad at me for it, even though she told me to go take a big ass dog on a walk, and I did exactly that. And he pulled on the leash, and I ate shit that day. Okay, and she just had the audacity to get mad at me for it. Don't know why again, but it was really messed up. Hold on, I'm trying to find Hera's Twitch. Okay, so, um, she yelled at me. She was like, "Take the big ass dog Zeus on a walk right now, and you know, uh, don't let him run away." He runs away. Obviously, I come back. Literally, guys, I can't stress it enough. I came back 4 hours later, running after this dog. It was running after this dog for 4 hours. 4. And it was messed up. I was gone for 4 hours chasing Zeus, and I finally came home. My nose is bleeding, right? My nose is bleeding. My knees are like bruised because I'm like, hey, like I kind of ate shit when I was just taking him around the block, but I don't know, the dumbass saw a squirrel, so you know, he ran away. I'm like, okay, like I come back and mom's like, you were gone for so long, and I'm like, well, you know, you kind of grounded me and told me that the only time I could go out was taking Zeus on the walk, so that's exactly what I did. And well, he ran, like I said. And I come back and Hera thinks it's funny to pick on me. She's like, ooh, your like nose is bleeding, and she's like laughing at me. And when I tell you, my short self had anger issues that originated from Hera. I threw like in the kitchen after I'd cleaned myself up. She was still picking at me. Like she'd literally like use her index finger and poke my neck and piss me off just on purpose. And then she'd stick her tongue out at me, and my mom wouldn't say shit about it. So I grabbed the canned food that I had for the dogs. I threw it at her. And the instant regret, I don't know, like people say like their life issues, like things that are traumatic make them die mentally, but nah, it was a scare that literally like my soul left my body that day. The way she looked at me, and she didn't react in a painful way, she just reacted in like a psychotic, scary way, like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, which
Bro, okay, so what
she almost
happened
did.
was it was gonna hit
I
my
ran.
face. It was gonna hit my face.
Yeah! Okay, yeah, it was. But, like, still, it hit
No,
your
it
wrist.
was gonna hit my face, and I brought my hand up like this. It hit the wrist bone right here, and cracked it. And you just heard this crack. And I grabbed my hand. I said,
She beat me with that hand, too, bro.
I'm like,
She beat me with it.
bro, I said, fuck, and my hand is literally like, I'm squatting, my arm is between my leg, and I'm like rocking and like breathing really heavy. I'm like, fuck, and mom's like, oh my god, and Phoebe's like, Hera, you okay? And I stopped, suddenly, like,
She
I stopped
like
screaming.
a psychopath.
Like, I literally went
Like a
silent.
psychopath, my soul left my body, bro.
I went silent, and I took a deep breath,
Ooh,
and
I
I
ran out of
looked
the
up.
house. I ran out of the house.
Bro, I looked up
Mom
at
had
her,
to talk me
and-
into coming back inside.
And I said, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Bro, I never seen Phoebe run so fucking...
I really did.
Bro, she literally left the house. Mom had to convince her to come back in. When she came back in, Mom made me promise I wasn't gonna hurt her. I was still so pissed off. Literally, Phoebe came back in. I waited till Mom turned her back, and I whipped her with the iPhone cord.
With the charger! With the charger, mind you.
Good night.
There was literally, guys, like the plug cord imprint on my back.
This
Like-
one or this one?
She was rocking for like a couple seconds, and the moment I came near her and I was like, I'm sorry, she looks up at me. My soul left my body. I was like, bro, I thought paranormal activity videos on YouTube were scary. This shit is scarier. Like, it was like a whole different hair, and I was like, man, if I don't leave, I'm about to be deceased. And I ran out of the house, and Hera tried to chase me down the street. And she gave up because, like, eventually her hand got to her. It hurt. And, Mom screamed at Hera to make her come inside. I literally ran by, like, under the bridge that was near us. And Mom comes out with the car, and she's like, can you come home? And I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah. I was like, Mom, you're gonna let me die. Mom literally videotaped it. It's like somewhere far in her Facebook. She's like, so Phoebe like pissed off her sister, and I'm like, no, she pissed me off. She did it to me.
Icelandic.
I just retaliated. And she videotaped it because she was laughing. She was like, so Phoebe threw canned food at her sister, and now she's too scared to go home. And I was like, I was just sitting out there like pouting on the grass. And I come home, right, eventually, like after 20 minutes, I come home with my mom, and Tara's just at the door. And Hera gives me this psychotic smile, and I'm like, oh, help. Like, I was just like, help. I was staying in the kitchen, and Mom was like, do you want to go upstairs and put your clothes on your bed? I was like, no. she's like, your father is upstairs, you're fine. And Hera was like, yeah, you're fine. I'm not going to hurt you, Phoebe. And she's just right next to me, dude. Guys, she was preying on me as if I was like a bunny or like a coyote or something. This girl was straying up right behind me, not touching me, because I was pretty much like literally hugging my mom at this point. I was like, Mom, can I help you with the dishes? I'll do the dishes for free, bruh. I'll do the dishes. And Mom's like, there's no more dishes to do.
I was like, it's
I'm
okay,
like,
I'll
alright.
make some.
I was like, alright. I literally started putting clean mugs in the dishwasher, and I was like, yeah, those are dishes. And she's like, they're not dirty. And I'm like, dude, there's water specks on them. Yes, they are. And Hera was just watching me with a smile on her face. I'm like, bro, that's like the smile of, oh, I can't wait to kill this bitch. Like, guys, I was terrified. If the nurse had asked me if I felt safe at home, I would have said no in a heartbeat. I would have said, yeah, you can just put me in the adoption center at this point. I still would have said it. My answer would not have changed. I got whipped with a charger. Not once. 5 times.
Bro, dude,
5.
like the last time I whipped her with the charger, it was an iPhone charger, right? The part that
It wasn't
plugs
iPhone
in,
charger.
the one that plugs in to the iPhone, right? I literally whipped, and it was like 5 feet, 6 feet long. So I took it, like I literally used it like a fucking whip, and I walked in on her. She was in her underwear. I literally reached back as far as I could. And I fucking slapped that shit literally across
my
her
ass and my back.
ass cheek. Bro, the one on her back hurt, but I did that when she was on the ground.
Literally.
Yeah,
so at least you admit it.
No, the first one hit her ass cheek. I've never seen somebody drop so bad. Like, you would have thought she dropped dead. You would have thought someone shot her. She probably She didn't even say anything. All you see is she just stands up, and this screech comes out of her mouth. She's like, and she falls like a sack of shit, like straight down the floor. She's got her hands over her ass cheeks, and she's literally rolling around like she's trying to put out a fire. Like, literally can't breathe. She's like crying but laughing at the same time, standing over like, ah! Mom comes in, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, fuck you. So Mom,
do you know what this bitch once said?
No, literally. So she's like, Harold, look at what the fuck you did to me. So after we calm down, literally pulls down her pants. She has a welt, like literally this long, going from her fucking hip to her ass cheek, and the tip of the iPhone charger went in between her ass cheeks. It was literally,
could see the line.
You could see the lines from the plug. It was literally, she had a welt the shape of an iPhone charger.
I'm not even joking. You know, and after she did that, my mom has like selective like sights, you know? She chooses what she sees and what she doesn't, you know? Rest in peace, you know what I mean? Like, rest in peace for her eyesight, because she chooses what she sees and what she doesn't see. And clearly she missed all the times Hera would do something to me. My mom literally acted like she was blind. She was like, what? Didn't she just hug you? And it's like, no, she literally just beat me like
she
multiple
literally
strikes.
Stuffed the fucking dirty, crusty ass sock in my mouth and then slapped me.
Literally, like, she threw multiple strikes at me, and you're calling that like a hug? And my mom's like, you can fight your own battles. But then when it comes to my sister was able to cry to my mom. She was like, "Oh my, but she threw that at me. Like she hurt my feelings." Or like I 5-starred her back once. My
That
little
shit-
ass hand cannot do that much damage. Let me
Bro,
tell
it
you.
did. I'm telling you, it did.
Oh,
That
okay,
shit hurt.
you're so dramatic still about it. And she comes down and she's crying. She's crying to her. She's like, "You mean like slap my back and mom, you know I have like pain, like back pain." I'm like, "Bitch, like you're acting like you bend over, like scrubbing the floors every single day like I do." No. And my mom grounded me for 2 months. And it's like, I literally get beat to the ground, whipped with a charger until there's like a mark there, right? I get mistreated, you know? And I'm just like, maybe that's like, I'm just a survivor, guys. I mean, I'm just a survivor. My sister would take my food and give me a serial killer look for just like looking at her the wrong way. Like, guys, it was really hard. I remember I was out to sushi. I was like, "Ooh, you should get that roll." And I'm like, "Yeah, like I'll like it." This bitch eats the whole entire thing.
Bro,
And I look at her and I'm like, "How dare you?"
Phoebe, do you
And
remember
she's
the
like,
ti-
"Excuse me?"
Phoebe, do you remember the time I convinced you that wasabi was a sushi roll?
Bro, I fucking hate you to this day for that.
Bro, so
I
this
hate
was
you
the
to
first.
this day for that.
This was the first time.
No, I still hate you for that. That was
We-
really wrong of you.
That was it was the first time
Oh, 'cause I
Phoebe
swallowed
was
it,
eating
too.
sushi, and I was like, "That's a really why don't you eat it?" It was because I've had it before, Phoebe, and I want you to try it because it's really good. And there's only one.
You made me
know-
think that she was nice.
Literally, she no hesitation just picked it up, throws that shit in her mouth, it hits the back of her throat. Literally 2 seconds later, she just starts choking. She's like, just fucking. Everybody's
I still
freaking
hate
out.
you
Thought
for
she was dying. She's red in the face. She's like, ah! Like screaming.
Guys, I was being
Literally-
recorded by other people in the restaurant too, mind you. I'm humiliated.
She's literally picking up every drink and literally just throwing it in her mouth. Like, she's not drinking it, she's literally throwing it in her mouth. Like, digging her hand in her mouth, trying to get whatever the fuck it is. I'm sitting in the corner there fucking dying. Like, I thought my soul was gonna escape my body. Like, I literally thought I was about to meet God.
Oh, you thought you were about to meet God. I can say the same, actually. I can say the same.
Hello.
When that hit me like that, let me tell you, it was like I couldn't even breathe. My new oxygen was wasabi. That was burning my lungs. That was burning, like, my breathing habits and rhythm. My heartbeat was running. I mean, and my mom had the audacity. She saw my mom. Like, my mom saw her put it on the chopsticks and put it in my mouth, and she was like, "Yeah, just swallow it instantly." So I swallow it, obviously. I'm like, "Oh, what a
She
nice
was
sister."
in
Like,
on
she's
it,
so
too.
selfless. She's so selfless. She's allowing me to have, like, some type of food after eating my whole entire fucking sushi roll, let me tell you. And she leaves me with some guacamole looking type gum shit. So I'm like, okay, that's nice of her. I'm thinking it's some spinach jam, let me tell you. And I loved spinach jam. I loved spinach when I was younger. So I'm thinking it's like some grinded up, nice, pasty spinach jam. She puts it in on chopsticks, and my mom just looks at her and she's like, "Oh, that's so sweet. You're feeding her." And it's like, you're not that blind. You can see it's wasabi, and you're letting it happen. And Hera just puts it like in my freaking mouth, and I'm choking on it. I'm drinking all this water and everything. Nothing's helping. It's just spreading. And it's like, my mom has the audacity afterwards. She's like, "Why would you eat that, Phoebe?" And I'm like, "What?" I literally had this skin put in my mouth. Like, everything that's happened to me, guys, I didn't even get to be a stupid child. I was just, like, literally used as a hamster by my sister.
Bro,
Like, if my sister wanted to try something and she's like, "I don't know if this is gonna hurt me or not," she'd be like, "Let's try it on Phoebe." And I'm like, "No."
okay, so this was a couple months ago, right? I was visiting Phoebe and Mom. So Phoebe and I, we like to box each other. Like, we'll literally just go around slap box each
No,
other.
you like to box me.
Okay, I like to box Phoebe, and Phoebe is my unwilling test subject, and she just does it because she knows I'll box her anyway, so she might as well defend herself. So, Mom is on her show talking to you guys, and the next room, Phoebe, you're fighting, like throwing fist, jujitsu type of shit, and Phoebe tries to throw a kick right into my ribs, and I stick my elbow out, and the top of her foot literally kicked my elbow as fucking hard as she could. Literally
this girl's
kicked me as hard as I
killing.
could and met with my elbow and Phoebe dropped. Oh man, and she just fucking.
My sister's humor is based off abusing me, by the way. Just saying.
And she's like dropped. She's like, Hera, I think I broke my foot. I think I broke my foot. Hera, I think I broke my foot. I'm like, you're being a baby, Phoebe. You're gonna break your foot. She's like, no, seriously, I really can't move it.
And my boyfriend was just about to come over. Like, my ex was just about to come over. And he comes over, right? And he walks in. And I'm limping to him. He's like, oh, what happened? And I'm like, nothing. And Hera just calls me out. She's like, Phoebe can't fight for shit. And I'm like, bitch, like, don't say that. And I'm over here. Dude, the top of my ankle is like I broke everything in there, you know? Like, the top of my foot was purple. And Harold's like, ooh, that's a really nice color painting. Where'd you get it? And I'm like, bitch, like, you're just so passive aggressive. And for what?
I learned from
And
the
for
best.
what? She's so passive aggressive, guys. She was like, what kind of watercolor is that? And I'm like, oh, what kind of watercolor? Like, okay. Are you not?
Phoebe, you want to tell him about the Nissan Altima that we fixed in the garage?
Wait, I want to say something though. That, you know, when I tell you my sister would try something, she'd be like, oh, let's try it on Phoebe first. Her friend Terrible and her, all the time, they'd get into some stupid shit. They're like, Hera decides to think, because she sees someone at her school do a backflip, she's like, I wonder if it's like possible. She convinces me to do a backflip. And she's like, here, I'll support you. I'm like, alright. And she convinces me to do a backflip, and she's like, Phoebe, I'll support you. When have I ever let you go? And I'm like, multiple times. And she just gives me a look, and I'm like, alright, anything you say. And she has her hand on on my back, and let me tell you, she doesn't even know how to support people. So I'm like, okay, so do I just jump back and flip? And she's like, yeah, Phoebe, it's that simple. Like, she makes it sound as if she could already do it. and I go for the backflip, and she supports me too much, and she pushed me forward, dude, and I just ate shit, and I'm like, bro.
Literally, keep it. She literally no. When she says she ate shit, she means she literally ate shit, because we were in the backyard where the dog shit. She literally landed next to a pile of dog shit.
Next to it.
Bitch, I ate it. She's
like, no, this girl, all she had to do, the simple job was, one, she had a nice hamster, okay? Treat the hamster nice, or else it doesn't want to help you out, alright? So it's like, treat me nicely, okay? And if you're gonna support me, just keep your hand there. Don't push on me. So I go, and I'm flipping over. She pushes me, and I go from like an upside down U letter to a freaking right side up U, and I eat shit. Like, I literally fell face plant into the mud. And it's rainy in Oregon and everything. She pushed me with her back, and I get up, and she's like, oh, just try it again. And I'm like over here with like my nose about to bleed, which it is bleeding, mixing in with like the blood. She's like, with the mud. She's like, oh, you're fine. And I was like, yeah, I guess I look fine. Like, I'm not dead yet. And she's like, Phoebe, like, why couldn't you do it right? And I'm like, dude, you literally pushed my back. And she's like, okay, I'll just wait for you to do it. So this time I hesitate. I fall on my back, and she's like, you're just too stupid, aren't you? She's like, you're just too stupid. And she just leaves me out there, and I'm like, alright, great. And I come in, right? And my mom's like, wow, you guys really must have played outside, because you're like really dirty, Phoebe. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower. And Hera's just laughing her ass off. And I'm like, All right. And I hear, and while I'm going down the stairs, my mom's like, "So did you guys bond together?" And you're like, "Yeah." And just from the bottom of the stairs, you hear me say, "No, she's abusive." And mom's like, "It doesn't really sound like your sister had a great time." And
Phoebe
hers
doesn't know
just
what she's
laughing.
talking about. So, I was visiting Mom and Phoebe, and I convinced Mom to let me drive her rental car. This was before she had a car. Now, I'm driving to park inside their underground parking in their apartment building. And I'm there's the pillars, right? And they have a little base. Well, it just so happened that this base was malformed. Like, it literally stuck out a foot and a half out in front of everything else. So I accidentally hit the extended base. And I'm not talking, I didn't, like, destroy it, but the fender was a little bent. I mean, it's plastic. It's basically plastic. And Mom was like, what the fuck are you, what the fuck here, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh no. And so I was like, Mom, it's okay. I don't know how, but I de-escalated the incident and I convinced my mother that I was going to be able to fix a whole fender to the point that Enterprise Rent-A-Car would not notice. So I was like, and Phoebe's like, yo, you need to, like, I don't know how the fuck you gonna do this. And I looked at her, I was like, no, we, I don't know how the fuck we are gonna do this. She's like, bitch, I wasn't driving. And I'm like, no matter, you're in it too. She's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you're coming with me to CVS. So we go to CVS. I bought black electrical tape, a fat black Sharpie, a thin black Sharpie, a medium black Sharpie, and some clear coat paint. So we go out into the garage, and this is the day before we have to return the car, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, so how the fuck am I gonna do this? I reach under and I pop the fender back out, but you can still tell it's a little dented, but nothing bad, right? Because it's plastic, you literally just pop that back out. And I push the fender back inside the body clips. Good. But the bottom, you can tell it hit something. It's a little bit malformed. And I was like, all right, Phoebe, watch the master at work. I literally take the fat ass Sharpie and I color where the paint transferred, because it transferred yellow. It was glossy black and it transferred yellow. Yeah, I wasn't thinking that far ahead. So I colored the paint transfer, and then I scrubbed it off, and then I colored it again, and scrubbed it off, and I colored it again to the point that the paint transfer, it was all black and the Sharpie had dried. And so then I took the black electrical tape and I laid it on top of the scratches and blended it with the Sharpie to the car. So that way, if you reached under to try to see if there was any damage, you wouldn't be able to see it or feel it. And there was one of the grooves that were particularly caved in. I literally just tore tiny little pieces of electrical tape and I hid it inside the grooves, colored it in, and put it pull it right above it, and just kept coloring and removing and coloring and removing. So I leave. Mom and Phoebe go to Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and they're like, wow, like, it's like, what, was this here? Was this here? And Mom's like, what do you mean? What was here? Like, I hope they don't find out. Hera promised me she fixed it. And she's like, they're like, it looks like it's dented. And my sister's like, what are you talking about? Like, and they reach under it, and then my sister literally points out the dumbest shit at the back. She's like, well, what about that? Like, that wasn't, like, that was already there. Like, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And she causes, like, a scene, and Mom's like, Phoebe, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, because I was on the phone. Phoebe starts causing a scene and misdirects the Enterprise Rent-A-Car person before they could tell. And, like, and Mom's like, look, dude, I really have to go, okay? The car is in pretty good condition. Can I just get another one? He's like, yeah, you're fine. And they left. So somehow, like, Phoebe and I collab, got away with destroying an Enterprise Rent-A-Car vehicle. And, yeah, Phoebe and I are, like, masters in crime. We're so horrible. Thank you guys for the follow. Thank you, Wonderland, for the follow. Thank you, Wonderland, and
I know I did not just hear Phoebe and I. No, that's just Hera.
No, I said no. I'm the one that fixed the car, and you're the one that diverted the Enterprise Rent-A-Car's attention when he
Oh
saw
yeah,
that
I'm
the Fenrir-
extremely. I'm very good at like lying on cue, and I mean I'm just the type where you just look at me, and not to be like all vain, but you just look at me and you're like, damn, that is one stupid looking ass bitch. Like, just my shit like will distract you. You know what I mean? And it's like I say stupid dumb shit sometimes. I'll point out the sky is blue, and someone will be like, "Why the fuck did you just say that?" Like,
Thank you.
I'll just I'll just say something random, and it distracts like everyone. So I've been good at that by straying conversations, especially that I'm very what's it
Bro,
called? I
Phoebe
guess like
and I could talk our way out of a paper bag. If we, like alone, it'll take some time. But if
Wait.
Phoebe and I were literally stuck in a paper bag together, we could talk our way out. We could talk our
Literally.
way out of a fucking paper bag together. Like, if we don't even have to speak to each other. Like, they could literally have dropped us in a room, one of us will start a conversation, and the other person will listen and just instantly collab and back up. And we'll just, yep, totally, that's what happened.
Not like Hera and I can get out of any situation. I mean, my friends, if they do something stupid, they always look at me. I'm like, yeah, I got you, bruh. I got you, fam. I can lie. Like, I can make a lie that sounds like you're wrong.
Bro, literally convince the person, like, you'll be literally, I've literally
Like, if
watched
someone-
Phoebe be in the
Oh
wrong,
my
and
gosh.
somebody call her out for it, and she will make them believe that they were wrong for pointing out that she was wrong. Like, and I'm
Literally
just,
every time.
yeah, I mean, one time, so, you guys seen Shameless?
Oh my gosh, what a good show.
Have you seen Shameless? When, Philip and Ian are in the boys' shelter, and Philip pays a dude to, like, leave him the fuck alone, and Ian's like, dude, how do you do that? You're like a cockroach, you could survive anywhere. And Phoebe said that to me once, like, what was it, like, when Phoebe was going to beat the shit out of that nasty old man and I was about to fight him, and I literally grabbed her with my
This
hand
bitch
and
grabbed
threw
me
her
with
10
one
feet.
hand. Okay, so my sister came to visit, and this guy with a Bible says some slick shit to me and my sister, like something really sexual. I can't even remember. I just instantly got mad. And I was like, okay, I'll just ignore it, right? And he says something to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm 15, and he's like, oh, that's okay, sweetie, and he like gets close to me. I'm like, Hera pushes me through the door, and I'm like, all right, I won't do nothing. And then while she's going out of the doorway, Hera hears something that he says. So, and I see my sister like going in, so I'm like, okay, I mean, I got you, fam. So I come through. Hera's still at the doorway. This guy's holding a fucking Bible to protect him. Hera's like, dude, she's like, all respect to God. She had time to say respect to God. She's like, all respect to God, but I will literally smash that Bible right on your face. Like, I don't care. She's like, you're gonna need that Bible to protect you because I'm about to smash it, like, on your face. And he says something, and instantly I booked it. Like, I was running at this man.
Bro, she
the
literally
middle
got a
of
running
Cleveland.
start. Literally got
Terminal
a running
Tower.
start.
A running start. I was about to jump on this man and just, like, kick his ass for saying, I don't even know what he said. I was just about to kick his ass because I got so mad. She caught me by one arm and threw me, and I just fell on the floor. And then she goes, and I'm like, and then I'm grabbing Hera. Like, it was just like a working team thing. Like, I knew Hera was about like having murder on her mind, and I was having murder on my mind. I was like, dude. And then the security guy's like, hey, is everything all right? When I tell you I mocked this man right to his face, I was like, and I was like, Phoebe. And like, this guy's like, oh, like, is everything all right? And I like finally answer, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, you were watching the entire time, and now you ask like if I'm all right, because like I wasn't gonna get involved, to be honest. And Hera just like agreed, and we just left. But like Hera grabbed me with one arm,
and literally threw her like 10, 15 feet. Like a 120-pound teenager. I literally grabbed her by one arm and like threw her 10 feet with one arm. But
Literally,
like,
like,
the
threw
thing
me
was,
far.
like, he saw her getting upset and just started egging her on because he knew it was upsetting her.
He
and-
was, and I was still going at it. I was
And
like,
she was
bro.
still going at it because I was like, Phoebe, let's just go, do not engage. And then he said some real slick shit, like something about, she was like, I'm 15, dude. He was like, ain't nobody need to know that. So I literally pushed Phoebe through the door, and I started walking up to him, like, fist clenched, and he could tell he was about to get a fucking beat down of a lifetime. Like, I was literally about to send this man to fucking God. He was gonna die. Like, right where he stood.
What the hell?
And he was like, you come near me, I'll beat your ass, little girl. I was like, oh, bitch, you better.
Little girl.
I was like, I literally started rolling up my non-existent sleeves. I was like, oh, I'll show you, little girl, motherfucker. Like,
You literally had a gray
this-
tank top on. Saying.
I was like, no. You about to find out why our last name is Mana. Like, there's a reason why that we have that last name, okay? It literally means crazy in Greek.
What?
Our last name.
Maris?
Yeah. It was Maris was a moniker given to Greek soldiers during the Ottoman rebellion for the people who were batshit crazy and would just kick the shit out of the Ottoman soldiers.
Look, yo.
And I was
I'm
like, bro,
psychotically
I'm literally about to fucking lay you out.
I'm psychotically nonchalant about things until I allow something to get to me. Like if my life is boring, I could say I ate a Snickers bar today, and that will be my next excitement, is getting mad about it. Like Hera and I, we are so nonchalant about everything. Like
Until we're
so
not.
nonchalant. Like we are so nonchalant, and
Until we're
it's
not.
like until we're bored or something, we're just like, all right, what'd you say? Like we'll get mad.
He was like using his Bible as a shield. I was like, dude, I would literally crack that shit over your fucking head. I would literally break your kneecaps and then beat you to death with a Bible. I will cave your skull in and then we'll have to surgically remove the fucking thing from your cranium. I promise you.
Yeah, I was so angry. I was really angry. Hera was angry too, but dude, my little self.
There were so
Hera,
many
like,
people
came
looking
from,
at us. I was like, I'm gonna
ability.
fucking kill you.
There was people looking at us. I mean, this one woman was like, "Yeah, get his ass." I'm like, "Yeah." I didn't even have time to like acknowledge her, but I like heard her, and she's like, "Get his ass," and I was like, "Yeah."
Like there were people cheering us on, and I'm like,
Cause they
Like,
heard it too.
bro,
This guy, pedophiles just do this shit like right in front of people. Let me tell you, and just people are just silent about it. You know what I mean? And Hera and I were just not those people. We were just like, "Excuse me, like, what'd you say?"
Or I literally would have killed the man, like exactly where he stood. I would not have stopped until he stopped moving. Like I would have scanned your fucking his delta waves to make sure he had zero brain function. I do not care. I would have made sure this man
I
was
would've
eating through a
dropped
straw and he
throat,
would
to
shit
be
out all his
honest.
teeth next week.
I just would have just socked his throat, honestly, and like called someone to just send him away because people like that, honestly.
I would
As
have
much as
probably
I
dragged
don't
this man
deserve
out by his
to
shirt
live
to
in my
traffic,
opinion.
laid him down, got on a bus, kicked the bus driver out, got on a bus, and ran him over just for good measure.
They don't. People like him, when just pedophiles in general, don't deserve to live. But honestly, by the rules of God and everything, I mean, I can't kill them. You know what I mean? I can't do any of that shit. You know what I mean? I can't stop all pedophiles. It made me so angry. I had so much resistance from just that. I also had Hera's resistance on top of that, throwing me away like that. She threw me really far, man. Oh.
Really? You think, Phoebe, do you think Sir Bootsalot is a big cat?
Yeah, he's fat as
He's
fuck.
not fat.
He's fat. He's so fat that when you tell him to go sleep, he thinks it's the ocean. His ocean is the only thing that can fit his
No.
body.
He's
Okay,
not fat,
girl,
Alyssa. Take it back. He's cute.
No, Alyssa, don't take it back. You're totally fine.
He's not
What,
fat.
this
He's
cat
big
literally tried to
boned.
lay on his cat bed and fell off the desk. And when I tell you this cat bed wasn't even on the edge of the desk, it was
Stop
just his fat
calling
self
him out.
and his
Stop
fat
calling
roll
him out. It hurts his
made the cat
feelings.
bed flip over.
It
and he
hurts
fell off
his
like it was a
feelings.
freaking
Stop.
water tube that holds you above the water. It hurts his feelings.
Yes, it does. He's so cute. His meow is the most serene thing ever, though.
I know.
You can't
it's so
tell me
cute.
his meow is the cutest
I
thing
get
I've heard.
mad serotonin from that meow.
Like, literally, I'll be the most depressed person ever, and then he'll meow, and, like, I instantly feel better.
Well, that was fun, but I'm probably gonna go to bed soon because it's like 12 o'clock and
Whack.
your lame self is in like an hour away, like an hour behind. So.
Did you
and I
talk to
can't
Mom
speak.
about coming here?
I did, and I have to go to Texas next week, so.
Tell her that you can come here and she can go to Texas.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll convince her. I'll talk to her and I'll convince her.
Yeah, do that. You know, because like Mom favorites you and everything.
Yep, she listens.
Older sister
Literally,
and all.
Phoebe will bring
Oh,
up something
you're
and
just gonna
Mom
say
will say
yeah?
no.
Okay, wow.
We've literally had this. I've watched it happen. So Phoebe will walk in, ask Mom a question. She'll be like, no hesitation. Will not think about it. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Phoebe will leave. I'll come out 3 seconds later, ask the exact same question. She's like, okay, yeah, sure. And Phoebe's like, what?
Literally, like she favorites you so much. Yeah, like it's just like. It's almost as if she has like 3 kids, except I'm like the middle child type of thing. Like I don't know if you know those stereotypes where they're like, oh, the middle
I'm
child's
like
always
the
like the one that's
oldest
hated
and
on
the
most.
youngest child.
You're like, yeah, you're literally the oldest child, but you're treated like the youngest, and I'm treated like the oldest.
Bitch.
It's so reversed, man. When I fell over, I couldn't even cry to my mom, dude. She'd be like, "You're fine," and then Hera would fall over, and she'd be like, and Mom's like, "Oh, my baby. Oh, you like fell over. Oh, you literally have like 1 centimeter of like a scratch on your knee. Oh, we don't need stitches, so don't worry." Like she would just baby her like all the time, and I'm just like, okay. And my mom was like, "Yeah, I got a rock bed for you." I'm just like,
Here, look at this king-size purple mattress I got for you. Oh, thanks, Mom. Oh, Mom, what about me? What about my bed? You can sleep on the floor. Here's a blanket.
Mom's like, no, not even a blanket. She's like, a pillowcase. Here's a pillowcase. And I'm like, all right. But now it's like, now that like you're an adult and everything, and I'm still like a child, Mom's like, do you want to sleep in my bed tonight? And I'm like, no. Sometimes, I have to admit, sometimes I'll be like, yeah. Mom will want to sleep with me too. Mom will want to lay in my bed soon. Like, not soon. She likes to lay in my bed every now and then too. And like when I fall over, she's still the same way. So she's still the same way. So it's like Hera would literally
I have
get
an
one
idea.
tiny scratch, and Mom would put Neosporin or just stuff on it. You know, when I got
you should
a
send
really
those
big
ideas, Cor.
scratch,
You should send those.
guys, my sister loves me so much that when I scraped my whole entire knee, my sister was like, "It's okay, Phoebe. I'll fix it when you get home."
In
So I
like 5
come home,
minutes.
right? I'm limping. My sister goes to the store and she's like, "Okay, I got you some medication that's gonna make you feel better." The moment she pulls out her phone and pulls out the camera, I was like, I know this bitch is gonna torture me. She pulled out mint alcohol. Mint rubbing alcohol. And she put that, and she's like, I'm just gonna record. I'm like, why? And she's like, oh, it's for college because I'm doing like nursing stuff. And I was like, when the fuck did you like switch your course and shit? And she's like, oh, like just a while ago, right? She's like, I need to record this for class. I'm like, okay. And I was like, so what is this? She pulls the sticker off. Guys, she pulled the sticker off and put it in a spray bottle because she knew specifically that I would know what it was. She sprayed it on there, right? Instantly burning, and I'm already like, I'm in pain at this. She literally put a sock in my mouth. She came prepared. She put a sock in my mouth, and she like unscrewed the cap, and she just poured it all down my leg. All down my leg. That was the most painful thing I've ever been through. It was that. Like, she poured mint rubbing alcohol, and she's like, Phoebe, I'm gonna do you all better. You're all fine. And I was like, wow, like, I feel loved. I come home, and I'm like, nah, I'm another fucking hamster again. Because she puts mint rubbing alcohol, like, as if rubbing alcohol wasn't painful, like, enough. And I'm like, was this funny to you? And she's like, yeah. She puts cotton on it, and she wraps it up. And I'm like, why would you put cotton on it? And she's like, why not? And I'm like, because it's gonna scab, it's gonna stick to my wound. Like, did you think of that? She's like, yeah, I did. Like, this girl does not care. If we're in an apocalypse, Hera's gonna be like, I don't know, just like, if there has to be a human trap for zombies, Hera's gonna be the first person to say, yeah, let's just try it on Phoebe. Phoebe, walk into the trap and see if it lifts you like 20 feet up into the air. Like, Hera just uses me for everything. I'm just abused, guys. But, it's all jokes. I'm not actually abused. No one needs to worry. So, yeah, this is just my, stories with Hera, but it's
Bro, literally,
like,
that's the truth, Talon. Like, legit, there was this one girl that was bullying my sister in school. I was in high school. I literally met this chick and lifted her up by her shirt and put her on the fucking, like, as it straight out of a movie, like, against the wall. I said, you fuck with her again, I promise you, it'll be the last time you walk. Never.
one time, Hera had a boyfriend, right? Hera had a boyfriend, and we're just gonna call him K, okay? So, they get into an argument, and it's prom week, right? It's prom week. So I come outside, and Mom has a Ring doorbell with a camera and audio. I come out there, and I was like, if I ever hear you yell at my sister like that again, I will, myself, come up to you and literally stomp on your foot until it's not a foot anymore, and it's a piece of paper. And he just looked at me, and he, like, didn't take me serious. There's literally videotape of me kicking him in the balls for laughing at me. Prom week. He's waiting for her to come out with her, like, little green prom dress. And I kicked this man in the balls. And Hera was so embarrassed by it. I was such a little shit. I just go out there and I'm like,
Thank you, Sephiroth.
yeah, so if I see you doing that again, this is what's gonna happen. And he just laughs at my face because it's just him and I. If he had laughed at my face in front of my sister, let me tell you, my sister probably would have done it herself. Hera's the type of person that's like, yeah, only I can bully her. Only I can put her near, like, near death situations. You know, only I can do that. So it's like, you know, but when it comes to my sister, it's like, or my mom, anyone that says anything, I do not care. You are not a human to me anymore. I will treat you as if you were not human.
You were
If
garbage.
you say something
You're dead.
that, yeah, like you're literally garbage. And he yelled at her. I can't remember what it was, but let me tell you, he was a shitty boyfriend. That's all I can tell you. He was a really shitty boyfriend, and he laughed at my face when I was like, if I hear you yell at her again, like that, I will personally stomp on your feet until it's a piece of paper. And he laughed at me, and I kicked him in the balls. And mind you, this guy's pretty tall. So it's like, I was like, dude, you did not just laugh at me. Like, Hera comes out, right? Her dress is all pretty, and he's on the floor of my porch. And Hera's like, oh my gosh, what happened? My lying ass was like, he tripped over, and he didn't even have he was in so much pain, he couldn't even say, no, that's not true. Like, he couldn't even say it wasn't true. He was in so much pain that he was just on the porch laying there, like, rolling over. And I was like, oh my gosh, he, like, fell over. And Hera was like, oh no, like, and then my mom later on, like, a week later, right? I'm guessing this guy was too much of a fucking wuss to say anything to my sister, because like a week later, my mom like saw motion at the doorbell, and then she like had fun looking at like the recent movements at the doorbell, and she just comes across me and him outside. She's like, oh, okay. She comes across the video and she shows it to Hera at night while I'm sleeping sound asleep.
Bye-bye, Core.
I wake up in the morning and I have breakfast made for me from my mom. My mom made me breakfast, and she's like, so what did you and Kay talk about of the day of prom? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, like, aren't they like broken up and everything? And like Hera's going through this breakup, right? Hera seemed all of a sudden over the breakup. She seemed like better. She just like seemed fine. And I'm just like I was confused. And my mom's like, "Did you kick Kay at all?" And I thought I was gonna get my ass beat, honestly. Like not beat, but like you know what I mean? Like I was scared that I was gonna get my ass kicked from my sister, or just like get yelled at or grounded from my mom because you know my mom stayed true to my ground, to grounding me instead of my sister who would get grounded for like an hour or two. I don't know. Manipulative little shit always knew how to like make being grounded become like a fun day for her. So she was like, "Did you kick Kay at all?" And I was like, "No." I lied straight to my teeth. She displays it on the TV of our living room, and I'm just like, "Oh." And my mom applauded me, man. My mom applauded me. She's like, "I don't know what happened here," and my sister just had to like explain like whatever the argument was. But yeah, I was caught. I was caught. Cause I lied straight to my teeth. I was like, "No, I would never."
Never.
And I did. I would never. And then I went to summer camp that summer as well, and he was actually my instructor, like little guidance counselor thing, guy there, and is well, I sent letters home, and I was like, "Hey Hera, so Kay is my guidance counselor at this summer camp, and I feel like I'm being discriminated against. Come get me." I left early too. I don't know if you remember, but I left early. I was just like, I'm being like patronized and discriminated against. I need to go home. And I didn't even like swimming in the dirty lake water because one, uh, I got drowned. I drowned from like jumping off the rope. I felt like I swallowed a fish. And
You're
I
dumb.
drowned in that lake. I am pretty dumb.
Alright, are
But
you going to bed then? Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Sapphirus. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I'm going to bed. Ooh, imagine getting like followers, Hera. Imagine. People follow you. That's embarrassing for them. I'm just playing. Thank you guys for the gifts that you've given my sister.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you guys so much,
I love
really.
you, Hera.
I love you too, Phoebe.
I'm going to bed.
Okay,
Weirdo.
good night. Text me.
Annoying.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, that was pretty long. And it's almost midnight. But, thank you for watching. Thank you for following and subscribing and gifting subscriptions. Greatly appreciated. I didn't expect so many of y'all to stick around, especially once I stopped playing games and started telling stories. But honestly, I feel like people like that more than watching me get shit on video games. But thank you so much. I did call. My mom was actually on the phone. She's like, "Did you see what I did?" I'm like, she's like, "Yeah, I thought it'd be really cool if we interrupted you while playing a game to see you lose." I was like, thanks. But it was awesome. Thank you for the follow, Dragon Girl. Welcome to the Noodle Bowl. But thank you guys so much. Drop a follow, drop a sub if you can. If not, totally cool. Feel free to follow the link in my about section. You'll see all my other social media. And I hope you guys have a great night. Sleep well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow because I don't have any work. Have a great rest of your night, you guys. Of course, of course, of course. Yeah, well, there's plenty more where that came from. Phoebe and I, we were quite the little shits. I don't know how my mom dealt with us. Thank you for the subscription, Delphinus. Is that? Am I saying that right? Good night, you guys. Like I said, if you have any suggestions for my mom's stream, feel free to whisper them to me. If you guys are in the Telegram group, feel free to tell them that as well, or to message me on Telegram. with ideas, and I'm actually gonna try to start getting my mom's stuff put together to see what I can do for her stream, and I'm gonna collab with her and see if she wants like video or not, and getting stuff like that done. So thank you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. Well, I'm in the group. I'm in the group. Where's my phone? Where'd my phone go? Oh, it's right here. I just couldn't see it. Thank you. What is my Telegram? That's a good question. Alright, so I just made a name. It's @MeGoodNoodle. So if you want to find me on Telegram, it's @MeGoodNoodle. Or you could just @me in the group chat. But yeah, or whisper me here on Twitch. And like I said, I'm going to be working on that, so... oh my god, kitty fur. Feel free to give me some suggestions, and I'll be working on that for her. But again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time, okay?